All right, so pretty much there's this guy that goes by the name LowTierGod, aka LTG, right? And he's basically known for raging at video games and doing unhinged, funny rants about people's moms and shit like that. And basically, once upon a time, like when I remember watching his videos back on the YouTube days of him getting angry, I used to think that shit was that shit. That shit was super hilarious. But then he got banned off of YouTube. So then I wouldn't really see him no more. But then out of nowhere, I go on YouTube and it's just a plague of troll accounts re-uploading his stream and trolling him and basically giving him free promo. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was pretty much cooked. Like I thought his name was gonna kinda like disappear, which it was, but the trolls just kinda kept his name alive. And now I go on TikTok and bro, he's literally everywhere. Like dude, the trolls really revived this man's career, I feel like. Like every time I pull up TikTok, they always showing his outfits. You got the Nightmare on Section 8 fit. And I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty damn funny. I was laughing at the Nightmare on Section 8 fit because that was pretty funny. But honestly, I feel like if the troll's goals was to bully him off the internet and make him not really known anymore, or just bully him off the internet, they really failed at that. Because he basically became bigger. I mean, honestly, the Nightmare on Section 8 fit is probably just as viral as the You Should End Yourself Now video. And that was the video that really put him on, where he went on an unhinged rant and he was telling some dude that he should end himself. And uh, that rant was pretty funny. I was laughing my ass off about that. But yeah, the trolls basically teed him up. They glued him up. And now I go on his Twitch. 1,000 people was watching him. I'm like, damn, I didn't think people watched him like that. But now he got 1,000 people watching him. And I'm like, damn, I guess the trolls really, like, they revived his career. And then speaking of the trolls, like, honestly, some of the trolls are kind of weird. They're kind of weird just from the fact that, like, leaking his private information, that was pretty weird. I ain't gonna lie. That was, like, I mean, how you can find out about shit like that? Now, I don't know if his name is DeLon Sparrow, Dale Wilson. I don't fucking know. I don't know his real name. I thought his name was DeLon. But, because he has a tattoo on his arms. But, and they found this nigga's name, real life name. They found out he has children. They found out he was in debt. Like, a bunch of crazy shit. And I'm like, how does one even find out about all this stuff? Like, how do you even, like, what type of hacking tools did you even use to do that? And then, because if you trolling, like, you see what I'm saying? If you, like, trolling where you just, like, beat him in a video game or whatever, see, that's fine. That's, like, innocent. That's, like, really nothing malicious. You just beat him in a video game and whatever. But to leak out his private information, that's a bit weird. And y'all leaking that man's daughter's photos. Y'all leaking a little kid, showing a little kid to try to humiliate LowTierGod, and it's kind of like, that's a bit much. Like, leave that little girl alone, man. Don't use that little girl as a joke. Let her be a little kid, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, some of the trolls are definitely weird. My least favorite troll was probably this guy that went by the name of Emo342 or some shit like that, just because, like, he would restream LowTierGod stuff, but he will be talking over the video or the stream, and it's kind of like, bucko, are you forgetting why people are even watching you in the first place? They're watching you because you're streaming LowTierGod's stream, and people that want to watch him and don't want to watch the ads and shit like that, or don't want to, do the subs or whatever, they'll go to watch a restreamer. And what he would do is when LowTierGod would be raging, he would like be talking over the video or laughing, and the rage will be funny, but he's just fucking it up because he won't shut up. I'm like, bro, just be a silent streamer, bro. And it's crazy because that dude ended up doxing himself, and then he basically ran away from the internet. But I will say this though, with LowTierGod, even though I know a lot of people hate him, I don't feel no way towards the guy, to be honest. He never did shit to me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just laughed at his unfunny or his unhinged rants and shit, and him raging at games. I thought that shit was hilarious. But whatever you want to say about that dude, you can't say, like, he really went through it all, man. Like, from people harassing him, trolling him every day, to people leaking out his, you know, personal information, you know, people stealing, you know, content from him. He never once was like, I'm gonna just give up streaming and never stream ever again. He kept going. He kept going. He persevered through pretty much everything. And it's kind of crazy because I know most people probably would have quit. They probably would have been like, yeah, man, I'm not streaming no more. I'm getting like bullied and harassed too much. But he kept streaming. So now the trolls thought they was like winning. They had like an edge over him. Now all they did was just make him. They just popularized him. Like people that didn't know him are now like, who is this dude? Like these fits. Why I keep seeing the Nightmare on Section 8 fit? Why do I keep seeing all these weird edits about him? Who is this dude? And it made people just want to watch his stream. And that's what happened to me too. He disappeared from YouTube. I didn't really see him that much anymore. Then I just kept seeing him, and I'm laughing at the clips and shit. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to see this shit happen live. Let me go to his stream and watch it happen live instead of waiting for a video to drop. So, yeah, the trolls basically teed him up. They blew him up. And I feel like if they just would have just left him alone once he got banned off of YouTube, yeah, people would have forgot about LowTierGod. It would just be like one of those things where it's like a distant memory where you're like, oh, what happened to that dude? Where no one really cares, but they just kept, the trolls just said, I know they was benefiting from it, you know what I'm saying? They was getting compensated for trolling and stuff like that, but yeah, they just made him more popular. That's really it. And so, yeah, that's pretty much really all I have to say. Like, the trolls pretty much made him more popular. Now he's doing better than what he's ever been doing. I think he's even more lit than he was when he got put on. Because I fucking open up YouTube, I see clips. I go on TikTok, I keep seeing Nightmare on Section 8. I keep seeing all this crazy shit. So I think the trolls might have took an L if they was trying to bully him off the internet. But if they was just trying to give him free promo and they just kind of take a percentage off of stealing his stream and keep getting revenue, then I guess everyone's a winner. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Take care, y'all.